Hey guys, today I'm filming my second update for my chopping block Will I Declutter series. If you guys have not seen my intro or my first update, I will have my playlist linked up here, basically to sum up what this video is all about. So at the very beginning of the year, I did declutter my collection and I did get rid of quite a few things. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that up here as well. And when I was going through my collection, I found a lot of products that I was on the fence about, and I wasn't sure whether I should keep them or declutter them. And normally, if I was on the fence, I would just go ahead and keep them. But because I want to make a change in my collection, I decided to start doing this series where I am going through all of the products I'm on the fence about and testing them, and then making a final decision whether I'm going to keep them or not. If you guys want to see all of the products I plan on testing in this series, make sure you check out the intro, because in these updates I will only be showing you the products I used within those 2 months. So I will be showing you the products that I tested from this chopping block series, and then I will also be showing you other products that I'll be decluttering or throwing away. So first I'm going to start by showing you the products in this series that I tested over these past 2 months. The first thing is this Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Hustle, which is a matte finish, just a beautiful burgundy color. And I actually should have mentioned this in my last update, but I totally spaced on it. So if you guys have not seen, I did do a review video on the Colourpop eyeshadow brushes, and in that video I did do a demo using 4 Colourpop eyeshadows. I'll have that video linked up here. In that video I did use this eyeshadow in my outer corner using the Colourpop crease brush, and I loved it. It applied so easily and the color looked so beautiful. So because of that, I will be keeping this in my collection. I'm so glad I decided to get those Colourpop brushes because it really made a difference, and it made these matte eyeshadows so much easier to work with. So I will be keeping this, and I do feel really happy about that. My next product was really hard for me. I've definitely been on the fence about this. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow in the shade Midnight Cowboy, which is a very popular shade for some reason. It is a light champagne-y color, but this has a lot of silver chunky glitter in it. So I don't like this on my lids at all. Whenever I try to pack it on my lid, whether it's with a brush or my finger, I get that chunky glitter fallout all over my face, which I absolutely despise. But over the past 2 days, I've been using this as a highlighter for my cheeks, and I really liked it. I am wearing it today, if you can see, and this is a beautiful champagne shade for my skin tone. And what I do is really just kind of pounce my brush in here, and it creates a lot of kick up, not of powder or color, but the glitter kicks up, and then I tap off my brush and then I just blend it onto my cheeks. I don't get any of the glitter on my cheeks when I do it that way. It makes a mess all in the compact, all on my desk, but it doesn't get that glitter on my face. I have other highlighters, but oh my goodness, I think that looks so pretty. Not as an eyeshadow, but as a highlight. So my next product is the Urban Decay Naked Basics Original palette. Here is what this palette looks like. It is pretty. As you can tell, I haven't used it a whole ton. My favorite shades are Walk of Shame, Naked 2, and Faint. These colors are not unique. These colors are in several other palettes, and honestly, I don't love the shades in this palette because you have a lot of light, a couple darks, but no shades in the middle. And I think that I probably would prefer the shades in the Naked 2 Basics, but I'm still not going to go buy that. I have so many awesome transition crease shades that are matte that I have in singles, that I have in other palettes, and I just don't think it is necessary for me to keep this. The quality is fine, the shadow colors are fine, but it's definitely not something that I need to keep. And then I have 5 lip products I tested out over these past 2 months. The first ones are 2 Stila Color Balm lipsticks. Now, these products I purchased for $5 each a long time ago when they discontinued these shades, and I'm pretty sure they recently discontinued this formula, but they did reformulate it and relaunch it, I think, just a couple weeks ago. So the 2 shades I have would be Avery, which is a really pretty peachy pink color, and then I have Elle, which is a really bright warm pink. Here is a swatch of Avery, and here is a swatch of Elle. So as you can see, these lipsticks are actually quite big. They never started out with a point. They started off more round, and it's just not as easy to get a precise application with these. These do have a nice minty scent, but I don't love these because of the texture. The texture of these are really thick, and I don't have an easy time applying them to my lips. They don't glide. They're just so thick, and they feel thick and kind of heavy on my lips. And especially the shade Elle, I don't know what happened, but when I was testing this out, it like broke off a little piece and was extra thick. And it's really, really hard for me to get rid of Avery because this is a beautiful color, the perfect pink tone peach. I don't have anything in my collection that is similar to this except for the MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencil in Go for Girly, but that one is more pink than this. So this one is really hard for me to let go of because of the color, but I never reach for this because I don't like the formula. It's just way too thick and not easy to apply, so I will be getting rid of both of those. My next product is the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm in the shade Elusive. So this is what Elusive looks like. It is a really pretty medium dusty pink. And right here is the swatch of Elusive. So compared to those other pinks, it didn't look that bright, but on my lips, it is a little bit too bright. I like pinks, but I like them to be more of a light pink or a peachy pink, and this one is just a straight up medium pink, which I don't love on my skin tone. It just isn't my preference. I do like the formula of these lip crayons, but I'm pretty sure I have decluttered almost all of the ones that I have because I just don't love the shades. They're not my perfect shades, but the formula is nice, but I am okay getting rid of this product. Next, I have one of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Glosses in the shade Blushing Ambition. So here's what Blushing Ambition looks like. Again, this looks like somewhat of a muted pink shade. And right here is a swatch of L'Oreal Blushing Ambition. This shows up way brighter on my lips than it looks in the packaging. I wanted this color on my lips. I didn't want this bright of a pink, and it also is darker than it looks. It's a bright medium pink, which again is a color that I said I just don't like on me. I do like this formula. It is super creamy, really comfortable. I know they have a couple nudes in the collection that I would contemplate getting, but this also has a really weird warming sensation on my lips, which I don't hate, but I don't love. It's just kind of odd. And of course, it does have that L'Oreal scent that nobody seems to care for. So I will be decluttering this. I'm not going to purchase any other shades because I don't need it. It's not necessary. I did like the formula though, but I just don't like this color and I never reached for it. And my last one I'm actually very sad about. This is the MAC Lip Glass from the Simpsons collection in the shade Red Blazer, a really beautiful pinky red with a bit of a blue flash to it. And right here is a swatch of Red Blazer. This is a very pretty color and it actually has a decent amount of opacity, but this is not a color I'm gonna wear. I don't like MAC lip glosses because they are quite sticky. I bought this as a total impulse buy. I already have a blush from this collection that I really, really love, so I don't know why I had to get this. I'm not even a Simpsons fan. So this was totally an impulse buy. I'm very upset with myself. I wasted $15. I love the color of this. I like the way that it looks, but I know it's not something I'm gonna reach for, and I don't love this formula, so I will be getting rid of that one as well. So I can feel very proud of myself that I literally am decluttering everything except for Hustle, but unfortunately I do have 5 lip products I will be throwing away. And I swear guys, seriously, lip products have never gone bad on me, but this year is like the year that all lip products are expiring on me, which makes me really, really sad. So the first thing here I mentioned in my most recent Project Use It Up update, I'll have that linked up here if I have enough cards available. This is the Colourpop Lip Primer. Mine is completely detached from the base, which makes it really difficult to use because this is a very thick consistency. So when I'm trying to run it back and forth on my lips, it is just like bouncing up and down because it is so thick and it is detached. I don't think that this actually primes my lips. It doesn't make my lips look smoother. It doesn't make my lipstick wear for longer. I've had this for a while, and because I haven't reached for it, I told myself that I had to go ahead and throw this away. Next, I have a MAC lip gloss. I'm pretty sure this was also part of my chopping block, and I went to test this one out and this has expired. So this is a lip gloss from the MAC Archies collection with Betty on it, and this is in the shade Kiss and Don't Tell, a beautiful, beautiful pinky coral. I actually have used this shade quite a bit when I first got it. I used it a lot, which I'm really happy. I did get a decent amount of use out of this. This gloss is actually quite pigmented. As I said, it is kind of sticky. I'm no longer going to buy MAC lip glosses for that reason. But the only reason I bought this is because the color is pretty, but because it is from the Archies collection. I wish there was something else from this collection, a powder product that I wanted and that I like the color of, because powder products, I can keep that forever. I cannot keep this just for the packaging. I absolutely love Archie. Betty's my favorite character. I read all of those Archie comics as a kid, so when this collection came out, I was really excited about it, but unfortunately I didn't love the color of any of the products except for the glosses. And the reason I knew this expired is because of the scent. So all of MAC lip products have this vanilla scent. When the vanilla scent goes away, that's how you know this product has expired. And the vanilla scent is completely gone from this, which is really depressing. So I do have to throw this away. So because of that, I will be throwing this away, but it's going to be going into my back to MAC so I can hopefully turn this in for another product. And my other 3 lip products have all expired as well. This is the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Seesaw, a beautiful purpley pink color on my skin tone. Love this shade so much. This is from the very first Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip launch, which was a little while back, and they have reformulated this line so many times since then. So I actually really love this original formula, and I tried wearing this recently and it's totally different than it was when I bought it. The scent of this has not changed, but the formula has. The texture of this is a lot thicker. This also settles and cracks into every single lip line, and I had little bits of this pilling up and flaking off. It was so weird. So the formula of this is totally different. It is sucking the life out of my lips like never before. So I will be throwing this away. This expired really fast, which makes me very sad. I love that color, but because I have so many lip products, I'm not going to repurchase it. And then I have 2 of the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Buttercream lip glosses. These were exclusive to Ulta. I remember it's Kirsten raved about them, which is why I purchased them. I got the lightest 2 shades in Forbidden, Nude, and Perky, Peony. This nude shade is beautiful, the perfect pinky nude, and I do love this color of pink because it is lighter, which is the kind of pink that I like. So the colors of these are really pretty. I do have a review on these. These glosses do have a nice light opacity to them. They aren't very sticky. They remind me of the Buxom lip glosses, but I actually prefer the Buxom ones. And these are no longer available, but now Bare Minerals has their Gin Nude Buttercream glosses. I'm not sure how that formula compares to this formula, but both of these smell super funky. So I will be getting rid of them, which is a bummer because I didn't use either of them very much. So this is just making me be wise to the things that I'm buying. Also, I need to test things out right after I buy them for a while and return while I can. So those are all the products that I have tested out. I'm decluttering and the things that I'm throwing away. I do feel really proud of everything that I'm getting rid of. Of course, it makes me sad that some of these things have expired before I've used them up. But as I've said, even if I stop buying lip products today, I still am going to have more than I can actually use up in my lifetime. That sounds terrible, but I'm okay with it because I love having options. I love testing out different things. And even though I haven't been able to use everything up, I have gotten good uses out of a lot of these things. With these products in particular, not really, except for Seesaw. I've used this one quite a few times, but the other things were just neglected products, which really for me, I need to be more conscious when I'm buying things. Also, I need to test things out right away. If I'm on the fence about something, I just need to return it because I only want to have products in my collection that I am absolutely in love with. I no longer want to keep things that are just okay, which is the main reason that is pushing me to get rid of some of these products if they're just okay. So guys, that was my second update for my chopping block Will I Declutter series. I would love to know your thoughts on any of these products that I've mentioned, and I would love to know what things you may have decluttered recently. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.